Have you ever worked hard to lose weight only to watch it pile back on, sometimes even more than when you started? If you're feeling stuck or frustrated in this cycle, you're not alone, and it's not your fault. In this video, I'm going to break down the real reasons why you always gain the weight back, and more importantly, exactly what you need to do to finally lose it for good. So weight regain post-diet is super common, and there's actually a lot of physiological reasons happening inside your body that cause you to gain weight that you can't even do anything about. But before I get into physiological reasons, there's also psychological components you need to be aware of, and this is important. Don't skip these steps because they're big reasons why you probably always gain the weight back. Part of it is quite simply, we as humans, we are motivated by progress. So when you're in a fat loss phase and you're seeing results, the weight's coming off, you see your body changing, that's exciting. It makes it easy to stick to the plan. You don't care about being hungry and being on lower calories and maybe losing some energy. It's like, man, I love this. I'm seeing great results. Well, what happens when those results stop? Even if you reached your goal, the results stop and now you're no longer making progress. And that's the thing. Most people's goal is, well, I just want to lose the weight and keep it off. But most people don't realize that keep it off means continuing to put in the work, but staying the same. And what's less motivating than putting in the work to stay the same? That's what maintenance is. So when you're done with your diet, you need to find other things to keep you excited. Things like performance-based goals and things that are outside of just trying to see that scale go down, because that part's done and that can mess with you mentally. The other thing that probably kills you is being overly restrictive with your diet. You ban all your favorite foods and you cut out entire food groups or even macronutrients, and you just say, I'm gonna do this to lose the weight, but you're using it as like a means to the end when there really truly is no end. And if you ban everything you love and you finally get to your goal, you're going to be overly restricted, you're going to be really hungry, you're going to be missing all these foods that you love, and now that you're not going to see progress anymore, it's like, man, I just miss those foods, I need to have as much as I can now, and then you start going nuts on it, and not only does that alone make you gain weight, but that brings me right to the physiological reasons why you gain weight, because what you're doing is you're overeating, but now you're doing it when your metabolism has slowed down significantly, and not just because of fat loss alone in terms of your maintenance calories lowers because you now weigh less, but also research has supported you actually see greater slowdowns in metabolism beyond just what you would see from weight loss alone. It's called metabolic adaptation. This is because of negative changes to your hormones like leptin, testosterone, cortisol. Your hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, get altered, and these changes just wear you down mentally, physically. They make you more hungry. Ghrelin is nicknamed the hunger hormone because it does elevate when you lose weight or when calories are down. Leptin has a lot of different functions, but one of them is like appetite control. So basically it tells you when you feel full, and that one lowers when you lose weight. So you have one hormone telling you that you're hungry. You have another hormone telling you that you're never full. You can see how it can be really easy to overeat. And then if you combine all that overeating because of those hormones on a slow metabolism from your dieting, this is why it's so easy to gain weight rapidly post-diet. And the even worse news is research shows leptin tends to stay low even when you've regained the weight, so you can even get all the way back to where you used to be and still have issues with hunger because your hormones haven't returned to baseline yet. I know it probably sounds pretty doom and gloom, and it's not great. The body is not designed for you to look good naked. The body is designed to keep you alive. All it cares about is survival. And when calories are low and you're losing weight, it thinks there's a lack of food supply, and it makes changes to try to make sure you don't starve to death. It's not your body being broken, it's your body doing its job. But with that, what can you do to make sure you lose weight this time and don't gain it back? So the first thing you gotta do, you've gotta take time to repair your metabolism first. You're not in a good position to lose right now, and you need to go through a process called reverse dieting. This is where you gradually increase your calories. You maybe increase around 50 to 100 calories per week, get them back up to a better level so you're maintaining on a higher level of calories, and then hold that for a significant period of time. It kind of depends, but several months is in your best interest because you gotta get your body to let its guard down. It is panicked. It thinks you're gonna starve it again, and it's gonna do everything it can to hold on to your body fat, and if you don't give it a reason to stop doing that, it's gonna keep fighting you. And then once you do that, the key is to not repeat some of the past mistakes you've made. And the two most common mistakes I see are, one, you get overly restricted with your diet, and then you eventually just snap because you can't take it. So remember, this has to be a lifestyle. It has to be something you're gonna do forever. So including things you enjoy in moderation is key. And then the second thing is not rushing the process and trying to lose weight too fast. This is arguably the most important thing because it just kills you. What ends up happening is the faster you you lose weight, the more your body fights against it. The more your hormones are going to change negatively. The faster you're going to see metabolic adaptation. The more your metabolism is going to slow down. The more hungry you're going to get. The more tired and exhausted and unmotivated you're going to get. The more crabby and irritated you're going to get. Everything gets worse when you try to lose weight too fast. So you need to go at a more reasonable pace here. Just aim for a pound a week. That's great. And it doesn't even have to be a pound a week. It can be a half a pound a week. I'm not saying it has to be at that pace. I usually say try to lose no more than about 1% of your weight on average per week. But even then, most people don't lose that fast who end up successful, because it's like if you take your time, it doesn't really even feel like you're dieting anymore, because you still feel good. You're still able to enjoy more food. You're not overly hungry. Your energy levels are good. It's just trying to rush to that end to get it done with. It just creates an absolute disaster. By taking the pressure off of time, everything gets better. So with that, how you create the perfect calorie deficit to make sure you're losing at just the right pace. I already have a video on that, so you can check that video out here next. It'll cover everything you need to know. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in that other video.